Oh, hello. Hi there. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. This lovely. This is Dark. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. This lovely Wednesday evening. Um, I'm glad to be here. I hope you're glad to be here as well. I hope you're glad to be here. Today, we're just going to answer a few questions, but I think that they are important questions. I want to welcome all of you, those of you on Facebook, those of you on Instagram, and those of you on Zoom with me here and YouTube. Welcome everyone to this event. What do I do here? This is my mentoring session. So I just come to answer questions that people ask. People ask me certain questions. You ask me a question, and I come every Wednesday, 4 p.m. West African time, to answer these questions, and to just be a voice of counsel to someone. So the same thing I'm doing here today is same thing I'm doing here today to just come and answer someone's question. So it comes in form of what's on your mind, what is troubling you. Like I always say, this started for us during the lockdown last year. There was so much confusion going on, and people were asking, how will I survive? How can I start another business? What can I do? There were so many questions. So it was a good time, really a good time for us to start and to just answer questions and answer people and just help them along the way. So today I have two questions. I'll just go right there and begin to begin to answer them. If you're on Facebook, on Instagram, you can drop me a DM. If I'm able to finish this on time, then I can answer your question. If not, I'm back next week Wednesday um, I'm back again to answer your questions. Okay, so let's just go ahead and answer the two questions that we have today. This is from Uche. Wow, my namesake. This is from Uche, and Uche says, "Good morning, sir. My major challenge is procrastinating. How can I overcome this, please?" My major challenge is procrastinating. Uche, when I saw this, I became I just started laughing because anybody that is serious minded, anybody that is serious minded needs to deal with procrastination. So for you to even recognize that you have this issue, it means that you're on the right path to stopping it, avoiding it, and coming out. Some people don't know that they procrastinate. Some people don't know, and some people argue, and some people try to be defensive about it. So, but you're asking, I was so happy, and I said, you know what? Marketplace Apostle is the organization that brings this to you. So every Monday we have webinars by 5 p.m. West African time. Uche, because of your question today, the topic of discussion on Monday will be how to stop procrastinating because of your question. I think a lot of people need to know about understand procrastination and how it affects people generally. The thing about procrastinating is that is a sign of an untrained mind. and everybody needs to overcome it. When I say untrained mind, it's not something derogatory or demeaning. It's just all of us have to learn to be able to control or have control, or to train our mind to think on the things that we want to think in a certain way, in a certain pattern, to critically analyze things, to reason effectively. You have to train yourself. It's not something we it's not something you're born with, because a lot of things bombard our minds from day to day, on a daily basis, and those thoughts are not our thoughts. And so we can't be in a position where, if we don't know how to separate our thoughts, how to associate ourselves from those thoughts that plague us on a daily basis, then you find out that you are now being ruled by thoughts that are not your own. You are now being ruled by internal voices that are controlling you. And that's what it means by being possessed, really, because there are different levels of being possessed. And being the first point of being possessed is by you are yielding to the things that are on your mind, the things that flood your mind, whether it's your thought or not your thought. Those things are already registered in your subconscious mind, and those are the things that you respond to. I was discussing with someone yesterday about the addiction with alcohol, and you see that somebody that is addicted to alcohol, they don't understand, or you're addicted to drugs, they don't understand when you tell them not to do it, because in their mind is registering that this is what gives them joy. This is what perhaps people drink because of issues, and instead of attacking those issues, you see that they would rather drown themselves, their sorrow, in alcohol, which leads them to nowhere. And so the thing now is those are registered thoughts within you, and those registered thoughts are the things that keep coming up. Once it's getting to 4-5 in the evening, it starts to tell you that it's time to relax. It's time to look for a beer parlor and relax. When it gets to a certain point in the day, because it's already registered in your subconscious mind, what happens is that you just tend towards it. You can't break it. You can't break it, even though you know that you should do something about it, but you can't do something about it. Why? Because your mind is not trained. You haven't been able to train your mind. I just had to chip that in, because today we're talking about procrastinating, not necessarily about training your mind, but you need to train your mind, and because it will help you. It will really help you in to overcome procrastinating or procrastination. So I will give you some points that can help you to stop it, and that can help you to move. If you genuinely want to stop it and move on, let me just give you one or two tips that can help you. The first one is to recognize and accept that you procrastinate. What is procrastinating in layman's term? Putting off tasks, because putting tasks away, putting off things that you're supposed to do, tasks that you're supposed to do, responsibilities that you're supposed to take, things that you're supposed to do, you put it off. And some of us don't understand that putting off those things, it's because there is something inside of us that is making us do that. So once you understand, once you realize that, look, I'm procrastinating and it's an issue for me, I believe that you've gone 50% of the way, and the healing is coming. Putting off tasks because you do not prioritize tasks on a daily, weekly. Everybody, one of the ways that you begin to train your mind is to do what? To begin to have to-do lists, prioritize the things that are important to you. So you can look at it first of 1st of October, you can now say, these are the things I want to achieve in October. I want to read 2 books. I want to attend seminars. I want to write an article. I want to learn a course. I want to do something. Those are targets that you give to yourself, and you said, these are priority, and you put them in order of priority. And you know, from top, your priority can be 1 to 10. You can just list it as that, 10 being the least, and the least important, and 1 being the most important. So you need to be able to prioritize in that order and say, these are the things, the key things that I need to do. People that procrastinate find out that they do low priority tasks more than they do high priority tasks. When you know that you have something important that you need to do, it's just like today is this week is pretty much how will I say, crowded, and the task that I need to do can be overwhelming. And so because of that, we can all choose to have an easy way out of it. We can choose to do the small things first instead of doing the big things first. Please, what's your name? Uche, you need to start with the high priority. Start with the high priority task. Start with the most important things. Don't leave out the most important things and say, let me do this one first. That, you see some people, they'll just tell you, look, I don't think I have energy. I don't have energy for this work now. Let me just push it aside and do something that is less tedious. That's procrastinating. And at the end of the day, you are not achieving anything meaningful. You are not achieving anything meaningful. So always start with the difficult task. It makes your life easier. It makes you more productive. It makes you more efficient and effective. When you start with high priority tasks that you need to do, no matter how difficult they are, start with them. I've seen people, you give them a task, I'm not in the mood for this type of work now. I'm not in the mood. This is not the right time, because they want to have a time when they are relaxed. They say, someone, you can give them a task. I say, I think better in the morning. So I think I will do this work in the morning. And when morning comes, some other things have overtaken that task, and you see that task is still undone. And then you do something else, especially the things that you like, and the things that are easy for you to do. You see that some things are piling up. You are procrastinating because you are starting from the least to the most important. It ought not to be so. Once you recognize that those things are there, please get to-do list. Prioritize the things that you need to do and start from the very important ones. The very difficult ones, let me not even say important, because all of them can be important. Start from the very difficult ones down to the least difficult. Okay? And don't wait for the right time. Don't wait for the right moment before you can say, I want to carry out a task. Another thing you need to know about procrastinating is you need to find out why. Most of the time, you realize that if you don't know the why about something, it's difficult for you to tackle it. If you don't know the why about something, it's difficult for you to tackle it. The why is the reason. Why do I procrastinate? Why is it I leave some certain things undone? Why? You need to ask yourself, because when you ask yourself this, I counsel a young lady, and I'm going to use some of the things we found out were her issues, and maybe it will be of a blessing to someone here today. We found out that she was avoiding tasks because she found them very unpleasant. Certain things, she was working from home, so she realized that some certain tasks she has to do a lot of research concerning some certain things. So she didn't feel, she would just do the less stressful ones and not do the main ones. And she started having problems with her office because she didn't want to do anything unpleasant. She said some of those things are not her area of strength. So she finds it difficult to do. So I asked her, is it that you're finding it difficult to do, or you have just not developed capacity in that area so that you can do it? Example, spreadsheets. She doesn't know how to use Excel. She doesn't know how to use spreadsheets. And so she battles trying to use this spreadsheet. And as we were talking, she was on her phone, and her Facebook, on her Facebook or Instagram, can't remember, they were advertising a course for $7 to learn from basic to advanced in Excel, in spreadsheet Excel, from basic to advanced course on Excel spreadsheet. So, and I said to her, why don't you, it's $7, you can afford this. Why don't you learn? So that that particular thing will not be an issue for you again. So you need to stop avoiding those type of tasks because you don't know how to use spreadsheets. So she took the course, and she later came back and said, it's not as difficult as she thought. So sometimes we need to find out the why we are not doing what we ought to do, because there's this fear inside of us that is telling us this. There's fear on the inside of us because she did not know how to do certain aspects of the job. The job was unpleasant. Something she could have learned and she could have moved on, but she did not think that she didn't think that she needed to develop capacity in that area. Another thing that makes people to procrastinate is poor organization. People that are not organized can lead to procrastination. Organized people overcome this through prioritized to-do lists, creating effective schedules. Have schedule what to do, when to do. Have the time to rest, the time to play, the time to work. Let in 24 hours, let your 24 hours be segmented, and you know what you should be doing when. Everybody needs a to-do list. Once I get up in the morning, I have it, and it doesn't have to be something, it can just be a plain sheet of paper. I think if you look at this, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things I wrote down that I needed to do today. I've been able to strike off 2. I still have 4. This is my to-do list for today. It doesn't have to be anything. It doesn't have to be anything too big or anything too sophisticated. It can be something like this. This is what I need to achieve today. This is what I need to achieve this week, rather, not today. And I've been able to do 2. I still have 4. And I have to do it before Sunday. So it's before me. If I close work, I keep it here. I did one yesterday. I came back here, and today I've done one. I keep it. It's on my laptop. Once I open my laptop, it's there. And I have a specific time that I do things that I want to, depending on those things. There's a time for me to read. There's a time for me to research. There's a time for me to write. And there's a time for me to do anything that I want to do based on the task that is at hand. So you must learn to organize yourself. Another thing that leads to procrastination is what? Doubt about your capability and your ability. it can make you begin to dodge some certain things, to avoid some certain things. That this lady that did not know how to use spreadsheet, she started avoiding, she started dodging certain jobs because she didn't know how. So doubting your capability, the only way you can confront that doubt, that fear of not being able to do it, is to learn that thing. At least give it a try. Some of the things that you feel that you don't know how, you realize that it becomes easy for you when you try. Once you try it out, and it might become easy for you, like the woman realized that she could now work on spreadsheets. Doubting yourself will not give you confidence to move ahead. Okay, another thing that can stop you, that causes people to procrastinate, is the fear of success. I know most of you will say fear of success. How can fear of success stop me? Yes, I know many people. Not many, yeah, there are quite a number of people that I know that are afraid of success. One lady, I begged her, I say, look, you need to take your business out of this city, take it to other cities. And she's okay. That after all, her husband is doing okay, if she takes it, she will now be overburdened. She has to be traveling. How will she take care of her kid? Now that she doesn't have energy to, she doesn't want to be that successful person that is flying, that sees a lot of her neighbors. They are always flying, going out in a week. They can travel 3-4 times, that she doesn't have energy for that. So fear of success is something that can make you also to keep procrastinating, shifting things. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I cannot come and kill myself, as Nigerians say, and you keep pushing it. So what it means is that you are not attending to things that you need to attend to. Another thing that causes procrastination is being a perfectionist. Being a perfectionist, when you see a perfectionist, they want to do things right, at the right time, at the right angle. Everything needs to be in order. And so they are waiting for everything to be in order. They are waiting for everything to align. And because they are waiting for everything to align, nothing gets done. So you see that nothing gets done. Procrastination is encouraged by trying to be perfect, do everything in a perfect way. I always tell people, once you want, you cannot get it right the first time. As you get it, as you keep doing it, you keep perfecting. If it's a product, as you keep producing, you keep perfecting it until it becomes perfect for your customers. The same thing is applicable to services. By the time you offer a certain service, you keep doing it, you get better at it. Then you can now even serve more clients. You don't need to be perfect. Nobody can achieve that perfection. But what you need to do is you can achieve perfection for your clients. Whatever your client wants is what is obtainable for you. Okay, as perfection, because you are working for them. So this is what you need to do. You don't need to be a perfectionist. Most people that are perfectionists are people, if you watch their life, they are always procrastinating. And another thing is that can cause procrastination is what? Not being able to take firm decisions, is what I call poor decision making. See, just learn to take a decision. Analyze things to the best of your ability, then take a decision. Critical thinking is something you learn, you perfect, or something you master out of usage, so to say, out of exercising your mind. Your mind towards something will help you to achieve, will help you to become a critical thinker. So And once you begin to think in that way, you must make a decision. People that find it difficult to make decisions will keep procrastinating. Let's wait. Let me think about it again. Let's wait. Let me think about it. Everything has an expiring date or time. There's a certain amount of some things don't give you room for you to give you too much room for you to decide. Some things don't give you too much room for things, for you to decide. Some things do. So the ones that don't give you too much room, try as much as possible what you can do. Try as much as possible what you can do is to make a decision and move on. Okay, so Uche, that's what I need to that's what I can tell you in terms of procrastination. Check these areas and see that it is something that you can change. It is something that you can amend. Once you recognize it, find out the why. And when you find out the why you are doing this, when you find out the why, it's easy for you now to tackle it. And when you find out the why, organize yourself in such a way that you prioritize things. Start with the most important thing to the least important, and act by faith. Be bold. Do not doubt your ability and capability. Don't be afraid of success. It is okay to be successful. You will adjust and you will cope like millions and billions all over the world coping with success. And also, don't try to be a perfectionist. Uche, just go ahead. You will be perfecting it as you go. And also, poor decision making, not inability to make decisions, can also be a point that you need to address these issues. When you address these issues, you see that gradually procrastination will become a thing of the past in your life. Okay. Another thing I need to say. Okay, this the second question I have today is from Funke from Ajawe State, Lagos. Funke says, "Sir, please, do you believe in bad luck and bad vibes? I just hired a staff at my shop who lost both her parents a few months back. And I have been having a terrible business time. Yes, I know there are difficulties in business, but the past month has been hell. Am I being biased, or is there something I am not seeing?" It's sometimes it can be both. It can be both, but I don't want us, before we talk about, because now you're talking about vibes, you're talking about spiritual things, and talking about maybe some things, bad omen, bad vibes that go with people. Yes, it can happen, but most of the time is not the case. The thing I would just advise you on both sides. Yes, she lost her parents. She lost her parents. If you tell me that you are feeling uneasy, is it after the loss because of the terrible 1 week, 1 month that is making you now feel? Because human beings are always looking for someone to blame or something to blame. Funke, before you pass the blame, can you look at the reason why you are not selling? Can you look at the reason? Can you get someone to come, an outsider to come and look at your business, look at your record? If I was in Lagos, I would have volunteered to, or send someone to you, and so that they can look at your shop and see what you're selling. Maybe it's a wrong business decision that you're making, or maybe your model is not working. Maybe your marketing, your sales is not working. Sometimes when business is not moving, business is moving, then all of a sudden is not moving. Can we start from there, from that first? Before we can begin to blame someone for their vibes, can we do an internal check of what become very sensitive to everything around you? You know, you have become very sensitive to everything around you, and now you are over analyzing everything that is happening. Everybody is a suspect. Everything is is suspicious to you. That is the second phase. Let's find out that the blame is not on you as a person and is not on the business. Then we can go the spiritual route. But let's look at your business. Can you look at your business? Can you critically analyze your business, or you have to get a business consultant, a consultant to look at your books and look at the reason why you are not selling? Let's start from there. Let's look at the processes. Let's look at the models. Let's look at the things that are happening in your shop, first of all, before we can now begin to say other things. Then I'll talk about recruitment and hiring. You just don't hire. If you say bad luck, bad vibes, it means that to an extent you're a spiritual person. So perhaps you should have prayed more. I tell people anytime in life that there is an uneasiness inside of you, do not proceed. Because now is a little bit too late. Maybe you should have been uneasy at the point of employing the person, but the person is there now. And because of the things that are happening, I think you're being very oversensitive. So my advice is to start from you as a person. Are you making any decision? Is anything happening why you are not selling? Is there anything that you people need to change? Then if you look at that and you have made the changes and things are still like that, then maybe you can now begin to say there's an acre among us. They begin to say there is somebody in this boat that is causing us to be stagnant. But before we get that point, that part that we cannot control, because that is not something you can control by yourself, by your power. Can we do the one that is within our control first? And that is to dissect your business, to diagnose, take your business to a business clinic. Let's see your business as your shop. Why are you not selling? There are a million ways why things are not moving. People are selling in the pandemic. People are selling. It depends on what you are selling. Okay? It depends on what you're selling. It can be anything. There's still, people are still surviving. Businesses are still standing. Let's look at it from that angle before we accuse somebody. Because the person lost their parents is no reason why they can be suspicious. Once you do this and you still feel uneasy, then you are the owner of the business. I will not advise you to stay with someone that you are feeling uneasy with, uncomfortable with. But on the other hand, I will not advise you to sack somebody that has not done anything. So you have to weigh it. This person has not done anything. So why do you want to let this person go? So do your work, do your internal this thing. Once you're done with that, you look at this person. Why did I employ this person? What value is this person bringing to the organization? Are they doing their job? You also audit the person. If the person is not doing their work, fine. But I don't think you should, except you have reason, you have reason that cannot be contested with, that this person has bad vibes and have brought this bad vibes to the organization and the person needs to leave. That is your decision. But I am also saying, before you accuse somebody, check yourself and check other things. Then if you're still uneasy with the person, then the decision is left for you, whether you want the person to stay or whatever you want to do. But I will also advise, don't let somebody go because of things that you can't prove. It will be unfair. It's better the person goes because of the person is not productive, is not meeting your expectations and standard, that is going because you feel the person has bad vibes. Except you're going to a spiritual person and the person is telling you this and you believe and you trust that person, then you can make those decisions. But please, when it comes to another human being, you have to. I know it's your business. Your business is your life. Your business is your handwork. Your business is how you feed yourself. I understand that. But before you get to the point where it involves another person, I think we need to be careful. We need to be careful when it comes to that. So, well, I pray that God will give you the wisdom to go through it. But I think you should calm down and make sure that you're not biased, and make sure that you follow all this due process. Then at the end of the day, I believe you have wisdom on what to do. So Funke, that's what I want to say to you today. These are the two questions that I have for you today. But please, before you go, I just want to give you some information, critical information. I have people that have approached me and said, Uche, I need you to counsel me on something. This is my mentoring session where I mentor and I counsel people that I don't know. Most of you, even watching me here, I don't know you, although I see, I don't know you. So, and when people send in their questions, they just say, this is, I'm from here. This is like Funke, oh, she didn't put, she's in Lagos. I'm in Port Harcourt. It's easy for me it's easy for me to counsel you because I don't know you. This is just a counseling session. I just come here and I counsel. But people want more. There are other people that want more and say, look, Uche, you need to coach me. I've coached a lot of people to greatness in business and in life, in leadership. And if you want that, you can say, okay, I need to have a time, a dedicated time. If you want that, is available. All you just need to do is to reach out to me and I'll be able to create that time for you. But if not, please, you can just send in your message and I will answer you. This is what I do. This is like our CSR from our coaching business or from our coaching unit to answer people. You know, the only difference is that the number of times I can only do this for 1 hour is on a Wednesday. So we can, or I don't like to exceed more than 1 hour. So I answer 2-3 questions depending on the question. So if you want more, you can reach out to me. All right. Before you go also, I would like to introduce you to our Monday. Every Monday, this is Marketplace Apostles, and we have 5 areas of focus. And this is what we teach here in this place: business, career, leadership, personal finance, and relationships and life issues. So these are our 5 areas of focus. And I teach every Monday, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, West African time, 5 p.m. I come and I teach. I'm teaching on leadership, and I'm teaching a lot of things, a lot of valuable points we share every Monday. And please, I would like for you to tune in. Mondays is 5 p.m. West African time. Because of Uche's question, I'm going to deal with procrastination or procrastinating on Monday. Let us deal with that issue because a lot of people don't even know they are procrastinating or how to come out of it. We're going to deal with that issue. We deal with the things that have to do with people that are in the marketplace, that are in the corporate world. What are the issues that they face? And these are the issues that we'll bring here. And you will get a load of 1 hour, sometimes 1 hour, 15 minutes every Monday. I come with that. And if you want to ask me any questions on Wednesday, I'll be here. Now I want to specially invite you to Make in Nigeria Exhibition and Conference 2021. Marketplace Apostle is the organization that brings Make in Nigeria exhibition and conference. It's the largest exhibition and conference in the South and Southeast of Nigeria. And we are proud to bring this 11th edition from the 7th to the 9th of October. It's just round the corner. Unfortunately, because of the times we're in, it will be virtual and not physical, but all the same, it carries the same weight. It carries the same weight that it will carry if it's a physical event. So please try as much as possible to hook up. The whole social media is buzzing with this advert. You can just click the link, go to makeinnigeria.com and just register. You just see the link there, just register. Once you register, you'll be getting emails about the event, the speakers, the time, everything will be given to you. Follow us on Make in Nigeria on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, it's all there. You can also follow me on the chair page. You can also see these things that are happening even as they unfold. This is awesome. We have speakers from the US, from South Africa, from Australia, also wonderful speakers from Nigeria, and there will be panel discussions that you will enjoy. We give out grants to startups. And so this year, if you exhibit, you might be lucky to be able to win that grant. There's also exhibition. So go to the website, visit us on our social media handles and see how you can be a part of this exhibition. You'll be wondering, how can we exhibit? Yes, by the time I will tell you there's a way to exhibit, and I think that you should go in there and register, and you will see how you can exhibit, how you can win grants. Please sound this wherever you are. It has blessed many lives, and it continues to bless many lives. People receive ideas that they've turned into businesses. People that have started businesses, it's been stagnant. Their businesses are even going global because of they just sat in a conference and they just exhibited in a conference. And it won't be different this year. I hope to see you. This is my special invitation to you. Okay, until I come again on Monday, 5 p.m. West African time, be dealing with procrastination. I hope to see you. Just do me a favor. The favor I ask is just invite someone, send the link, send this advert to someone, tell someone about October, and let all of us come and be blessed together. Thank you for showing. I appreciate those of you on Instagram. I appreciate you for coming in, and those of you on Facebook, thank you. Those of you on Zoom with me, thank you. Those of you on YouTube, I salute you all today. Thank you. This morning where you are, or afternoon where you are, or evening where you are, thank you. God bless you. See you on Monday. You guys stay blessed.